even though you did not intend it to be a kind of representation of a young Binodini or a very young Binodini and an old Binodini, but that is one natural interpretation that comes to the mind of the viewer actually. But what I found very interesting is that even though one does tend to interpret it like that, but in all the stages, in all the narratives, they constantly flow in and out in the same sentiment. So ultimately, it's not that you are left with that. It's a presumption that it would happen, because that's the typical cliche thing.
That was also a very difficult part. I mean, technically, in the dubbing stage, we dubbed the film entirely. So that was a difficult part in the sense that I told them that you all should speak as you all want to. Like, we were not like controlling them. So Mayadi was looking at it, saying in almost in a storytelling kind of a way. And Trina was more monologuish. So I think this was a difficult part while dubbing from a sound designer or recordist, is that, but still they have to maintain a kind of a emotional flow. Otherwise, emotionally it should be one. Though you hear 4 different people speaking, they have a different tonal quality, way of speaking, speech pattern and everything, but then finally, so that was perhaps a difficult job for Ayon. He did the dubbing, of course, and Shubhadeep was there. So,
one small thing, the portion which goes black and white, and there's this one young person who's talking about
Joydeep, right?
Joyraj. Yeah. This has to be explained little maybe, because Binodini was almost forgotten. The entire thing, her autobiographies, everything. So in 1960s, Soumitra Chattopadhyay and his friend Nirmallo Acharya, they actually again dig into the entire thing, and they published a book on Amar Katha and Amar Abhinetri Jiban. But in first publication, I think only Amar Katha was published, and second edition, there was this second. So now there was this guy who was quite young then. So Soumitra Babu and Nirmalo Babu found him, and he was the only guy in the neighborhood who was ready to talk about Binodini.
Okay, so that's that Cornwallis Street
But that's a letter. Yeah, that's a letter he wrote to Soumitra Babu, but never wrote his name, because otherwise he would have been problem in the neighborhood. So that's we thought that that's a very important. That's the only thing that's outside Amar Katha. Yeah, good that you have raised this.
No, and the palette totally changes. Comes
so
back
we
to
thought
red.
that we keep a interview kind of a thing, but also,
Yeah, it really helped. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I know. Yeah, but let's not discuss. Let's not discuss about that. Yeah, I know. 2 films are being made on Binodini now, planned feature film. That's nice, actually. Binodini is also becoming Bomkesh.
B2B, yeah.
Hello, sir.
One last question, yeah.
What I find very interesting about the film is pacing, as Ramani sir was just mentioning.
No, he was talking about the dialogue, not pacing of the film.
I'm coming to that. There are 3 specific things. Is that one is dance movement by Shotaki, and then the camera panning.
Dance movement?
But dance means the contemporary dance movements that she was like behaving, and the camera movement and the dialogues. They were in almost like same pace. So I find the pace of the whole film and the elements of the dynamic elements in the film in different way, they had the simile. So the pacing of the dialogues worked for me, as it matched with the other things like the panning and also
the work for you and it won't work for someone
and
else.
The pace of the music also.
Music also.
Yeah, so I liked it. And another question to you is that why you use those crew shots, the steals of the crew in the...
I don't know. Why should I explain? Anyway, it's you didn't like... I don't like explaining. ठीक है, कर लिया और I did it 1 year ago, so I forgot. Sorry.